Welcome, dear soul, to a moment of quiet reflection. Today we journey through the timeless words of Rumi, a heart both wounded and wise, tender and fierce. Together we will explore the depths where pain and love intertwine, where longing becomes light, and the secret whispers of the soul reveal themselves softly and powerfully. He spoke the story of the fragile and the hurt, unfolding a tale heavy with sorrow that breathes with its own quiet life. Then gently he set before that very wounded soul a mirror, not to punish, but to invite a tender reckoning. There, in that fragile reflection, the faint color of a face, the pulse beneath the skin, the vial of fragile cure, all these quietly spoke of a body in struggle and a heart quietly yearning for healing. He listened beyond mere flesh, hearing not only symptoms but the hidden roots beneath the pain. There is such a delicate knowing in this, the voice inside that picks up the unspoken aches. Yet, despite all the remedies tried, none have built a sanctuary of healing. Instead, they have torn apart what once stood strong. This silent destruction carries within it a burst of frustration, a lament for cures that miss the soul. Those who healed were blind to the storms raging beneath the surface, unaware of the true condition held deep inside. And so, with a fierce prayer, the soul asks for refuge in the divine, a shield against false words that wound beyond the body. Such is the vulnerability of truth when it meets suspicion, a sacred cry wrapped in grace. He glimpsed the pain, its hidden secrets, unveiled yet carefully kept, a mysterious bond between suffering and its silent keeper. And still, this pain remained cloaked in silence, confessed to none, not even the highest power. There is dignity here, in this quiet endurance, a strong soul choosing solitude over exposure. This suffering was no simple ailment. The usual troubles of the body had no claim on it. Instead, the heart bore a burden unlike any disease, a grief deeper than flesh and blood. Like smoke, carrying the scent of every burning flame, this pain lingers elusive and vast, known only to the senses beyond sight. In the silent tears he saw the cry of a heart deeply distressed. The body might appear well, but the heart remains imprisoned, bound by invisible chains. Such a paradox hums quietly between the lines, the health of the flesh shadowed by the captivity of longing. Love reveals itself in these mournful heartbeats, tender and fragile yet impossible to hide. No illness compares to the sickness of the heart, a universal ache we all carry quietly, at some secret hour. Yet, this lover's cause stands apart, a mystery beyond worldly reasons, wild and true. Love becomes the instrument that unveils God's secrets, guiding us gently like a celestial abe, lighting the path through unseen realms. Whether love approaches from this or that direction, it opens the soul to endless possibility, a tender unfolding. In the end, love's very essence leads us forward, a gentle guide through uncertain paths. Words falter when trying to capture love's fire. It's a sacred challenge, for when love draws near, even language blushes, shy and humbled by the heart's vulnerability. Yet, while words can bring light and clarity, sometimes the purest love shines brightest in silence, a glow beyond speech. When the pen rushes to capture love's flood, it tears itself apart under the weight of such intensity, powerless against a feeling so fierce. Reason falters like a heavy beast stuck in mud, clumsy and slow before love's wild storm. And still, love explains itself in an endless dance, a circle of yearning that turns the heart inward and out again. The sun appears as proof of the sun itself, love shining simply and undeniably, a light that needs no other witness. If reasons seem wanting, do not turn away. Sometimes the clearest signs are right there, in a shadow's gentle hint. The soul's sun offers life-giving light every moment, while its shadow brings the rest of a summer night's calm, a peaceful surrender. With the rising of that sun, the moon is split asunder, cosmic transformation and powerful revelation unleashed. There is no stranger on earth like this radiant being, unique and beyond comparison, whose light is eternal, fresh and ever burning. Though singular in form, his essence escapes capture. Born of the purest ether, unmatched in mind or matter. The soul's true treasure cannot be contained in imagination. It must be felt deep within. And when news spreads of this radiant face, the sun of higher heavens lifts its head, a magnificent image of spiritual ascent. His name carries sacred weight, a call to honor and devotion, a secret blessing that flows quietly but deeply. A breath of soul wraps gently around us, warm as silk, finding the fragrance of Joseph's garment, a scent heavy with longing and beauty. Years in the company of truth bring joy and transformation, stories of bliss shared to make both earth and sky smile, awakening mind, spirit, and sight 100-fold in a feast of light. Yet there is surrender too, a plea not to be burdened, lost in the vastness where self dissolves. Intellect fades, helpless before the divine, its praises overflowing beyond measure. True wisdom speaks quietly, shunning forced words and empty contrivances, calling us to honesty and humility. The poet admits his own frailty, a soul not fully awake and wandering in deep rest. Loneliness wraps tightly around the friend without an ally, and separation burns like fierce fire in the veins. But even in this ache, wisdom whispers, sometimes it is best to pause, to save the confession for a softer hour. The soul cries out for nourishment, not just of the body but a hunger yearned deep within. Time presses urgently, a sharp sword slicing swiftly through delay, reminding us that the mystic lives fully in the present moment. The path offers no refuge for tomorrow. It is now, calling us to embrace what is real and immediate. A gentle challenge rises. Are you not one who walks this Sufi way? What exists springs from the unseen void. From non-being, all creation flows. Sometimes the beloved secret is sweetest when shrouded, treasured in silence, and so we are invited to listen inwardly, to hear the hidden song woven through every tale. Love's secrets are sweeter when whispered quietly between hearts, shared softly through many voices. Yet, there comes a call to reveal plainly and without restraint, to speak unmasked and unguarded, facing vulnerability with courage. The restless heart refuses to find comfort in illusions. Truth must stand naked in the light. If truth became fully visible, the walls between us dissolve. No longer you, no longer beside or between, only presence, pure and free. Desire is natural, but we are reminded to seek balance, to ask for what measure is wise, knowing a single straw cannot bend the mountain. We live in the glow of a sun whose light sustains all this world. Even a small glimpse of it sets everything ablaze, a fire both thrilling and terrifying. Yet, we are warned, not to kindle sedition or chaos in this flame, but to hold the fire with wisdom and peace. Speak no more recklessly of shams of Tabriz, for his essence has no end, no beginning. He is timeless. And now, gently, the tale invites us once more to retell these mysteries, to carry them forward with hope and a tender heart. May you stay with this feeling, letting its quiet light nourish your soul. And when you are ready, I hope you will return here to listen again, to wander deeper into love's eternal song.